Hello, hello. Welcome back to Gunning to Old Trafford. This is your host, Ibi, Shady, and our man behind the camera, Farid Chotia. Guys, look at a big smile on our face. Why? Because the Premier League is back.
Guess who's back?
Guess who's back? Hey, we need to do a Shady one again. So yeah, stadium tour. It's a much loved segment. But before I get into it, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. And most importantly, guys, please share the content.
Yeah.
The more you share it, the more our content grows and the more your platform grows from a Gunning to Old Trafford perspective. If you want that quick content, Instagram, gunning_2_ at Old Trafford. No, gunning_2_ Old Trafford.
Old Trafford. I don't even know it.
Yeah.
That's why I leave it to Ibrahim to tell you guys. So yeah.
Get there, live polls, live chats between the three of us. It's amazing. It's rocking. And, the football stars of the world descend onto Gunning to Old Trafford's Instagram page. So don't, if they're there, make sure that you are.
Brilliant.
So today's segment, Abdul, our stadium tour, amazing as usual. And now we move away from the, Lusail Stadium. All the way back. We're flying now back to the UK. And today we're in Newcastle.
Wow. Right? And yeah, guys, like Ibrahim said, things are happening. We're back with the Premiership and the iconic St. James Park. Wow, what a iconic. Now, my little memories, is lovers of the Premiership. All of the stadiums have that little bit of history, Ibrahim. And there's something about St. James Park, if you are 40 years and younger, because we lived through St. James Park, through goal, Santiago Nunes. Can you remember goal?
Santiago Nunes.
So Newcastle has that little, in everybody's hearts. We really understand St. James Park. The history.
And what a beautiful stadium.
Amazing, crazy. Wow.
What a beautiful stadium.
Sure. So yeah, guys, let's get into it. Funny enough, with all our research and stuff, the capacity of Newcastle St. James Park is a similar number to the numbers of Qatar.
Let's go through weird numbers.
52,305.
I love it.
I don't think you're going to get 306, but 305, we stop there. So, also very similar to the Highbury effect, guys, where very built inside the community of Newcastle. So, the expansion was very difficult. So they haven't expanded since it was built in 1880. Newcastle started playing in 1892. So it just shows what a historic club this is. And yeah, also a universal stadium hosted some games at 2012 Olympics. Also, rock stars, all your concerts are there. The rugby league play at Newcastle. And it just gives you that effect. And like you say, the Southampton and the Newcastle, it gives you that, that Wednesday night effect, that cold night, that English night where, if you're on top of the table, you're going to get a match with Newcastle.
And this, I think this puts that Messi-Ronaldo debate to bed. Because Messi never did it on a cold night in Stoke or a cold night at St. James's Park.
He was more in Ibiza.
Yeah, he was relaxing in the warm weather of Spain.
Big difference.
And now in Paris, Very difficult.
Big difference.
Ronaldo bossed it on all the arenas.
Big difference.
Yeah, that's a conversation for another day. Listen, I'm going to have a nice Ronaldo rant a little bit later on. Once Farid joins here. But we'll take it from there.
Amazing stuff. So yeah, Ibi, that's basically the background of
just
Newcastle.
One thing on Newcastle Stadium, if I can. The one thing I love about Newcastle, and you see it when they show Premier League matches, the one side of the stand, I'm not sure which side it is, whether it's the north or the south stand, because of that, how tight that stadium is, they've built it really high up.
The one corner?
Yeah.
Shallow.
Yeah.
Steep.
Very steep space. So if you're sitting on there, it's like you're probably better off, watching it at home because you're going to see the players probably like ends because you're really, really high up. I love it, but the atmosphere, it's amazing.
It's brilliant. So yeah, and moving along, so that's basically the background on this marvel of a stadium. Really gives us the effect of being an English Premiership team, So moving along, Manchester United, Arsenal, we had historic matches there. Manchester United as well. Alan Shearer from Newcastle, he had terrific players, terrific managers as well. What's your highlight there?
mean, United had some tough games at Newcastle. We came away with some big hidings from Newcastle. But we equally went there and also gave hidings at Newcastle. But the one game that really stands out for me was not a hiding. Was a really tough 1-0 victory. We really grinded out the victory. It was the 95-96 season. Kevin Keegan's Newcastle were flying. And he made that famous rant where he came out and he said, I would love it if they drop one. Kevin. And Ferguson loves those kind of things, right?
King Kenny.
When the King Kenny, no, not that Kenny, man.
So which one?
Not Kenny Dalglish.
Oh, okay.
Kevin
Hello,
Keegan.
but anyway, for King Kenny, that was just a shout out to you.
It wasn't long, guys. It wasn't long.
I'm good.
It wasn't
I'm
long.
good. I'm good.
I mean,
Well
he
done,
thought
well
he was
done,
there, cloud nine,
But I'm going to get you
just,
soon.
just
again.
really
I'm going to
making.
get you.
So yeah, I mean, Kevin Keegan flying with Newcastle, should have won that league actually that season. The rant happened and United, Ferguson, and this was before he was Sir Alex Ferguson. He was just Alex, just Alex Ferguson. Took this United team to St James's Park, and Newcastle, as a dominant force that they were, put the United defense under immense pressure.
Oh.
Wave after wave of attack.
Sure.
But guess what? They couldn't get past the Great Dane.
Peter
The Great
Schmeichel.
Dane was a real rock in the polls that day.
Wow.
Pulled out some amazing saves that was illegal to pull out.
Jesus.
What a game Peter Schmeichel had. And to cap it all off,
That's the one. Oof. Eric the King Cantona.
Eric the King scored the winner. 1-0 to Manchester United.
Wow.
Spurs us on. Spurs us on. Empty trophy cabinet. Zaire Mullah.
Hey, but we have a surprise for Zaire.
Yeah, we have a Zaire
world champion.
especially
World
for you.
champion, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah, Spurs Manchester United on. We go on. Kevin Keegan and his Newcastle team have a meltdown, start dropping points, and I think it was a game against Liverpool. They lose to Liverpool. Last game of the season, I think it was.
No, I think it's before.
Before, eh?
Yeah.
They lose to Liverpool. Stan Collymore. Liverpool hand United the Premier League title. And there we go. Eric Cantona, Sir Alex Ferguson
Wow.
goes on 95-96 Premier League champions.
Amazing, brilliant.
So
wow.
that's the memory that I have out of
Amazing.
St. James's Park.
But also, just thinking about Newcastle as a team, also did very well in the FA Cup.
No, very good.
Also really they ran. I mean, after Arsenal, I think they did a second
And
most one of the better teams in the FA Cup.
Yeah, you know what I'm so happy about is that their owner is finally gone.
Yeah.
Mike Ashley
was a parasite like the
He was
Glazers.
better.
For a beautiful club like Newcastle United to have an owner like Mike Ashley was
But even
criminal.
they pushed him hard.
But lovely.
They
I'm
pushed
glad
that
they
guy.
pushed
The
that guy
fans
out.
pushed that guy so hard.
And it
It's
shows you
unbelievable.
what a bad guy Mike Ashley is. Did you see what he did to one of those lower league clubs? He bought the rights of the stadium and he evicted them out of the stadium.
Yes.
I'll get the name, we'll drop it on, but what a
guy.
poor
Crazy
guy.
guy, man.
And now Saudi Arabia there, you'll see Newcastle United, a big club, lot of history, championship material, with money. Let me tell you, Eddie Howe is the coach. You're just going to see Newcastle growing. But that's a discussion for another day. So,
But they're
Abdul, your
scary.
memory?
They're black and white. They're scary when they
Scary.
really come for you at Newcastle.
Or they-
St. James
but
Park.
listen to me,
oh,
they've been
they're
playing beautiful football
oh,
this
yes.
season.
Eddie.
They
Eddie.
third on the log, I think.
Eddie Howe. You know, just when Arsenal were going to get rid of Unai Emery, I actually wanted Eddie Howe. And like you said before, top England manager for the future.
100%.
So yeah, Ibi, that was brilliant.
Thank you.
Eric Cantona. Oof, love it. So yeah, my memory is a little bit, also a little bit different. Wasn't a win. It was the comeback of the year 2010-2011, just after the
I know this
FIFA
game,
World Cup.
I know this
And Ibi, I remember it was a Saturday afternoon, February, watching this game, and this Arsenal team here, this was the last season of Fabregas, had Theo Walcott, Jack Wilshere, Thomas Rositzky, the little Mozart. You know, so he had a solid team. Abu Dhabi also played there. And first half, totally wiped Newcastle out. St. James's Park was quiet 4-0. Robin van Persie got a brace that game.
The little boy. So that was the season before he joined United and won the league.
Just before. Right, so he got a brace that. I remember it very, very well. Now, and a year before, as we said previously, I was privileged because at Georgetown, which is Van Bale Park, about 15 minutes away from Roshni, I met the Ivory Coast players. I met about 6 of them. And in the 6 of this group was Shaq Tiote.
Oh man, what a brilliant
What
footballer.
a player. And all I
May he
remember...
rest in peace and
May
get the
he rest
higher
in-
stages of paradise. Yeah? What a player.
And Ibrahim, all I remember about this guy was guy's big smile. And he was so accommodating. Obviously, then the securities got rid of us, but I remember this. And sitting there, Czech Diote in the center of the park, he was only 23 years old at that time, passed away in 2017. And they came back, got 2 penalties, made it 4-3. 90th minute, 30-yarder, Diote hits that ball. I think Chesney was in the post. And Chesney saw nothing. St. James Park erupted. I've never seen... I also celebrated. It was the only goal against Arsenal I celebrated. And the reason I'm saying this, it was at that time, remember, Diote just came from the World Cup, played against Brazil. What a player, really going to be the star for a future in Africa. And suddenly Rafa Benitez comes in 2013, 2014, if I'm not mistaken, and he had a bit of an issue and passed away, obviously, in China after that. So that's my one of the comebacks of the season, almost the comeback of the century. I think came out third of the comeback of the century, but St. James Park, what a difficult stadium to visit. So yeah,
I mean, just before, and it got nothing to do with St. James's Park, but because we're talking of Newcastle, the one memory that always sticks to my mind about Newcastle United, they travelled to Old Trafford.
Yeah.
Wayne Rooney's first season in Manchester United, and now you're talking of crackers. And we spoke about it before.
Mm-hmm.
Rooney is at the halfway line. Just between the halfway line and the box. Ugly tackle against him. He stands up, no free kick. Complaining with the referee, arguing with the referee.
Yeah.
You know, Rooney is that, young. You know when Rooney was young?
Yeah, he was
you
bullish.
guys know Rooney as a more composed player as he got older. But a young Rooney was rough, man. Fighting with the referee. And next minute, he checks this ball, man. He goes into match mode. Turns around and he sees this ball between the halfway line and the box.
Yes.
And this ball pops up and he smacks it, bro.
Yes.
That ball zings, man, in the air. Top corner.
Was it Shea given in the post?
It must
I'm
have been
sure.
Shea
I'm
given, I
sure.
can't remember. But no chance, Abdul. This was 2003, 2004 probably.
Wow. Wayne was in his prime, man.
He was a young Wayne Rooney, man. Scored a
Pitbull,
cracker last game of the season. And that for me is a memory that I always have of Newcastle United.
Wow, amazing,
What a goal.
Amazing. So, yeah. And I mean, not even talking about the players that graced St. James
Oh,
Park.
yeah.
I mean, in the black and white. I always used to think it's like a prisoner's uniform, you know. But yeah, in Santiago Nunes.
Santiago
I mean, he
Nunes.
took us through that whole journey of getting scouted and going to
amazing.
play with, what was it? Heras. I finally got that. I got a non-fictional character.
Correct.
Eddie Harris.
You mean
Edward
a
Harris.
fictional
A
character.
fictional character. Harris, eh? Harris. Was it Harris?
Harris, yeah.
He was a top England guy, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, brilliant.
And also, I mean, Newcastle produced still today the all-time Premier League top goal scorer, Alan Shearer.
Alan Shearer.
I think if Harry Kane carries on playing, he'll probably beat that record.
Harry
potentially.
Kane.
If he goes to a different team, yeah.
If he goes to a different team, Haaland might do it. But at the moment, Alan Shearer still all-time top goal scorer in the Premier League.
Look, he's
Amazing.
the
So,
That's
yeah,
our
brilliant
stadium
stuff, man.
tour. We
Wow.
digressed a bit, but I mean,
We did, but I'm sure you guys enjoy that. We love digressing. But guys, brilliant stuff. Ibi, we good?
yeah, we
All
good.
good. What again, guys? Don't forget, we love the stadium tour. One of the best segments in gunning to Old Trafford. Don't forget, please don't forget to like, share, comment, hit that bell notification. We're all over the place today. I don't know why, but anyway, hope you guys enjoy it. And yeah, Instagram is rocking. What's it? Gunning. Let me try it. Gunning_2 gunning. No, gunning_2_ Old Trafford.
100%.
Did I get it right?
Guys, a round of
Give a
applause for
clap.
Abdul.
Give a clap. Wonderful stuff. And yeah, so guys, brilliant stuff. We're at the end of our one of the greatest segments, the stadium tour. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. And yeah, Ibi, you can take us out.
Guys, thank you. Always a pleasure having you on. And Abdul, in 3.
Hey, we are back. We are gunning to. Let's do
Exactly.
it. Let's do it on 3, 2, 1.
We are
Gunning
to Old Trafford. Thank you.
guys.